This week there's Sousenkyo, a third gen push, a new Keyakizaka MV, and involvement with a Hollywood movie. I'm Mr. Josh Bucks, and this is the AKB48 group news of the week. Now if you're not familiar with the show, this is the weekly segment where I talk about news revolving AKB48 as well as the sister groups, rival groups, and graduated members. If you want to know what section you're on, be sure to check on the top right of the screen, whether you're on 48, graduated, or 46 section of the video. If you see any news that's interesting, you can tweet at me, at Mr. Joshbox, and let me know about that news, or if you want to just talk to me in general. That will be a for sure way to see your news on the next week's episode. So without further ado, let's go to the 48 section of the video. First up, I want to talk about Sousenkyo and how all of the members who are going to be in it are now confirmed, and those who are not are confirmed as well. The 31st was the final day for members to go and submit their application to Sousenkyo, and there are a lot of members who didn't want to participate. I will flash really quickly some of the members who aren't going, and there's a lot of reasons for this. One of them is for graduation reasons, because they're going to graduate soon or announce graduation, and other ones haven't really been explained. But we have two big ones that have been explained, and that's Yamamoto Sayaka and Yukirin. I have links down below to their Twitter, and you can see their explanation. Unfortunately, it's in Japanese, and I can't read Japanese. Anyway, back to the news I was talking about. With Sayaka gone, I mean, even though she won at the Kohaku thing, here it could have been a different story if she actually participated. Maybe she could have gone in second or first, beating Sashi. But now that she's gone, maybe those votes could go to Mayu, and Mayu could get number one once again. Or, I mean, they could also go to Jurina. And here are some of the members I want to highlight. First of all, I want to talk about Harupi and how she's not going to participate, even though she's going to participate in one of the upcoming singles. Which, I mean, if her injury is that bad, I mean, it must have been something really bad or something scandalous she did. Because it must have been like broken back or something. I mean, it must have been a really bad injury. Another girl is the LA original girl, Ryona, who's in Team 8. She's not going to participate, so that means all the votes should go to Nozawa Rena and Aragoto. You know, the resident English speakers of AKB. Well, I mean, fluent speakers. And finally, Itayama Anna, who's not going to participate as well. And speaking of Itayama Anna, her photo book just came out, and I picked it up, and I'm going to do a critique on it. It might be a little controversial from what some of you think, but you will have to wait and see when that comes out. I will inform you on Twitter when that will be coming out. Next news is about Twitter and with the AKB girls. Now, there's a new rule in Twitter that you have to be over 17 in order to have a Twitter, which means that the girls under 17 can no longer use it. If you look at the Google Play Store or the App Store, you'll be able to see that it's 17 plus now. And I'm not too sure if this means for the accounts or if this means for the app in general, because if it's just the app in general, then go ahead and use a different app. But with this, I think this will limit people a lot, which means they kind of have to go and showroom more and appeal more. That's all I have for the 48 section. Again, tweet at Mr. Joshbox if you want to see your news on next week's video. Let's move on to graduated. First up is with Shibata Aya, who actually graduated from her college, and this was all during doing TV appearances. So I mean, I know how tough it is for these people to do so much and being on TV and that pressure and everything, plus school, plus the people around you recognizing you and everything. I imagine it's a whole different level of stress. And Shibata Aya, for those of you who don't know, is an ex-SKE48 member. She's one of those girls that I noticed, but then she was gone before I got to really dig in deep and learn about her. Next up is about Akimoto Sayaka and how she is actually in Guardians of the Galaxy. Now I'm not too sure if she's actually in it, but I know she's playing a character with antennas. And I'm not too sure if that's the Japanese voice actress or if she's going to do something related to the international release. Again, there's the article link down in the description, but unfortunately it is in Japanese, and I don't know that much Japanese, which reminds me, on Monday, I will live stream around 7 p.m.-ish LA time with a special guest who really knows what he's talking about with the Japanese language. I mean, he translated a book. So, be sure to watch that if you want to learn some Japanese in order to greater enjoy these variety shows, maybe these tweets, different stuff like that. I know I will benefit from it, and I'm sure all of you will as well. But next up on the graduated list is Fukugawa Mai. Man, it feels weird saying she's on the graduated list. But something that she did is she started an Instagram account, which made me automatically go mash that follow button. And I think I'm starting to use Instagram more because I had stopped. And I think I'm going to start picking it up. If not, just follow her really and some other members. And that'll do it for graduated news. Let's move on to 46. Now, there's a lot of third gen news in the 46 section, and it starts off with NogiBingo 8 starring the third gen. They will be the main members of the show. Like, it's gonna revolve around them, which I mean is already a bigger push than what second gen ever had. That will come out April 11th, and I can't wait to see this. Hopefully the senpais are the audience members watching it, and they do the commentary and reaction and everything, and maybe participate in it, kind of as like helpers, not as main stars as what the article says it will be. Another show that third gen is going to be on is Nogizaka Under Construction, where the next episode will be about them and featuring them. But that's not all. There's also going to be an exclusive live featuring just the third gen members at AIIA Theater. That'll be May 9th to 14th. So for sure, if you're in Japan, for sure go check this out. I mean, this is one of those things that this is the future of Nogizaka. So that's a for sure thing to want to go and see. I mean, I want to go in February to see the 6th anniversary. And I just need to find a way to get tickets really to the concert. That way I'm for sure going to Japan. I just need to find someone who's in the club to give me better tickets. If you guys know anyone, I mean, hint, hint, come on. But something else to do with Nogizaka, including the number 3, is the third album. Now, the third album is already coming out May 24th. I mean, this is kind of soon from Sore Zore coming out. I mean, I feel like it should have taken at least till winter. How long has it been? A year? Around a year? And a little bit of news before we go to the Keyakizaka side is that Nogizaka will no longer receive gifts. Dang it, how are they ever going to get my Play-Doh now? But the reason for this is because there's too much to inspect. I imagine management spends all day just inspecting all the items. So they're probably oh, forget it. We're just gonna remove that side because I mean, there's so many rules already. You can go over a certain limit of price, and then they have to research the price to see how much it is. And I bet it's a whole convoluted thing that just is kind of a waste of money, really. But what you can do is send fan letters. So that's a cool thing, right? All you have to do is get past management, and then the members will be able to get it. Now, them reading it is a different story. Now, talking about Keyakizaka, 2 of the MVs have been released. First one I'll talk about is W-KEYAKIZAKA no Uta, which is actually a really cool music video showing history and story inside the music video through the blocking of the people and through the choreography. So if you've been following Keyakizaka, you'll be able to see all the stories that they have gone through and how they're implied in the music video. It's really cool. I definitely recommend checking that one out. The song sounds way better through a studio than listening to it at a concert through the internet and through someone else's internet. And the second music video that came out is Broken Cell Phone, or the official name, Wareta no Smartphone. And this is a really fun song. I'm really digging it. But the vocals are a little iffy. I feel like there's a weird effect on them, making kind of a little auto-tune where it sounds a little I don't know why, but my impression when I heard it was a little Vocaloid. But maybe that's just me. But something that I really, really liked about the music video is the editing that it had on it. Now, whoever edited that video did a great job on it because all the cuts were right there, and then all the different transitions it did with the different storylines of the people coming in. Again, props to whoever edited this. But other than that, that's it for the news. Remember, Monday there is a live stream around 7 p.m. LA time where we will all learn Japanese together thanks to my special guest that will come. I mean, he's done a lot of translations. He's even translated Sashihara Rino's book. That kind of gives away who it is. But be sure to check it out on Monday around 7. Be there or be square. If you come, you can learn to be triangle. I'm so dumb. But that'll do it for me. Be sure to subscribe to keep up to date with the news of AKB. You can like the video if you liked it. Share it with your friends so they could keep up to date. And tweet at me if you want news to be premiered in the next video. Thank you all for watching.